Hello, everyone. Hey, it's Richard with Richard Runs Trails. Happy Friday to everyone. We're getting the weekend now, which is great. I got some new arrivals to the gym. So I've got a new cat bar, Olympic trap bar, can do shrugs, also can do special deadlift. And then I've also got a new Macebell. Actually, it's my first Macebell. It's basically a steel pole with a ball on the end. It's pretty cool stuff, kind of working out like the Romans used to. I've seen some people using them like Jocko, Wilnick, and others. So we're going to unbox that as well and go from there. But thanks for joining me. Hope everybody's doing great. Can we get started? So it's lunchtime here in Texas. Hey Sam, thanks for joining. So we'll get started. Box got a little bit messed up in the process. You can see it here. It's pretty cool. You can use it for shrugs, and also you can use it for deadlifts. So very good for your quads and for your traps. There's also some overhead exercises you can do like for shoulders, but I need to look into that a little bit more. See what we got here. Plenty of bolts. Assembly instructions. There we go. It's all apart on me. All right. Get some of this trash out of the way. Well, I don't know if I showed everybody this before, but I got a new kettlebell, 20 kgs. It's my heaviest one, 44 pounds. Got that last week. So I'm going to use that for kettlebell squats. A piece of metal will let loose in there. That's never good, but let's see what take all the parts out for now. Hope everybody's having a great Friday. It was nice and sunny here in Texas yesterday. I was running outside, it was close to 90. But today it's in the low 60s, very cloudy, it looks like it's going to rain. Plan to have a long workout tomorrow night, live. So Saturday night, so please join me if you're free. Got some new toys here to join the workout. Let's, get all these parts out. This cat bar is a pretty good bar. It's not the best bar you can buy. The best ones you can buy are completely welded together, but I'm not lifting real heavy weight, and this bar is rated up to 500 pounds, and Amazon had it like 30% off, so went ahead and got it. I've been looking at a Titan bar, which is the same brand as my other bar, but it was more than more than double the cost. So I went with this one. I think it's going to work fine for me. Because if it's rated for 500 pounds, I don't go anywhere near there. So, but you just got to make sure you assemble it very well, because there are some advantages of having a completely welded bar, but it's okay. I'll just put it together real well. One piece. Not too many pieces, just a lot of screws. I also got some new collars, some metal collars, because my other bar wouldn't use my current collars. So I'm not sure which collars I'm going to be able to use on this bar. We'll just test it out. I got two different types. So I got two different types of Olympic collars, I should say. Because I've got, how many Olympic bars do I have now? I have an Axle, I have that one, I have this one. So I have 4 different Olympic bars. All right, move this packaging out of the way. I'll leave that. Well, I see what the instructions say to do. Doesn't look too difficult, but I'm just going to put it together the way they say to do it. All righty. Yeah, we basically just put one side together at a time. So I had this one right. Put these guys here. That. And I'm just going to bond both sides. There we go. We need number 6 bolt. These big guys here. Got my Rogue knife out. As I said before in one of my other assembly videos, pretty cool. Pretty cool knife. Got this knife finishing a 50K race. Kind of the most unique swag that I've ever gotten. Burned into the handle, it says Rogue Trail Series. Hey, Maz, man, thanks for joining, man. Hope you're doing great. Just put together a new track bar. Be careful, don't trip with my knife. God, start talking about my knife. This thing's crazy sharp too. Yeah, appreciate y'all joining. Hope y'all having a good Friday. Hey, Mazmam, I think you're in Asia, right? Maybe Indonesia, that area? Let me know where you're joining from. I know Sam is in a truck somewhere. Maybe Oklahoma. The bolts here. Those guys there. We also need a number 7 washers. I think I need four washers on each side. Yeah. 4 there. 4 there. Then we need the number 8 and up. Yeah. Not too difficult. There's only 4 different pieces of hardware on this thing. Got lock nuts. You need 2 on each side. Need to find the right wrench for this thing. No. It would be nice if in the US we started using metric. I have metric and standard SAE wrenches. There we go. Found it. It's actually 17 millimeters, so it's metric. All right. Let's put this thing together. Well, I'm gonna put these guys back over here. Move this thing out of the way. Look at that. Basically, we're gonna put each side on together. Oh man, fall down here. So this is gonna go. The first bolt's going in the exterior hole. Well, basically, there's four holes horizontally. These two, the bolt goes in from the outside, but goes on the exterior holes. All right. Yeah, just like everything, this would be easier to put together with two people, but it's okay. I'm used to doing it by myself. Put a washer on there. Use both my bolts, put washers on them, because you got two washers on each bolt. Those first screws are always the hardest ones. Come on. There we go. And once you get that thing in there started, you gotta, well, what do I do with my other washers? Oh, looks like I gave that side the correct amount, but this one I didn't. Need two more over here. There we go. So basically what you want to do is run the bolt through there, and then you got one washer on the inside near the head of the bolt, and you're going to put another washer and lock that on there. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do both sides, kind of hold it in place. Like I said, one washer by the head, and then you want to go from the exterior. Well, there we go. Feed that through there. Now the washer and then the lock nut. Yeah, let me know what you're doing on this Friday afternoon. I guess most people are at work. I work from home, so doing this at lunch is not a big deal for me. So what I'm gonna do now, well, that guy's kind of heavy. I'm gonna flip it around, but I'll tighten it up a little bit first, so then keep fish shelling on them. Like I said, the head of the The head of the bolt is 17 millimeters. I'm just using a crescent wrench on the other side. I may find another wrench to tighten it up better later. Hey, Misty, thanks for joining. Happy Friday. Just putting together a new toy for my gym. Got a new trap bar. And you can also do shrugs and deadlifts with it too. I've been wanting one for a long time. So, there, won't sell. At least that's the excuse I'm using. You want to keep this thing, kind of keep it level with your leg. You don't want to tighten it where it's not level. You want to have the top of the bracket even with the other bracket. Of course, you can adjust it more once you get it tightened up. Before you have it tightened up, it wants to move everywhere. That's why I'm saying it's probably easier to put this thing together with two people, but it's okay. It's possible by yourself. There we go. Oh, there's my washers. It went into my piece of metal is magnetized a little bit. That's what it was. Move this guy up a little bit. And I'm gonna go to the other side. Or what I'm gonna do is gonna turn it around. There we go. Here I am, still in front of the camera. And this guy, guess it doesn't matter. I really don't care about the one in there working. There we go. Sit back down. Yeah, fun Friday. I'm glad the weekend's here. Well, come on, guy, you gotta get in here. There we go. This is definitely a little more snug now. Maybe the welding on this one wasn't as good. Okay, we'll force it in place. Let's see here. Okay. So like I said, bolt, washer, get it through. And then you're gonna put it through this bracket, and then you're gonna put another washer and lock nut on there. Get this guy here. Yeah, I found best that you can, if you kind of hold it with your leg so it doesn't fall down, it's easier. There we go. There we go. Bingo. And you can put a washer on there and then another lock nut. So each bolt's got two washers and a lock nut. There we go. This other side on. But like I said, this thing will hold up to 500 pounds, which is more than enough for me. I mean, they make better bars than this that are fully welded, but I mean, I'm just going to use it maybe 100 pounds, 200 pounds maybe. They had a good deal on it. I like the Cat brand. Actually, my bench, my bench, which is in my power rack, is also Cat brand. I really like it. I like the brand. It's not an expensive brand, but they do a good job, which is all that matters. All right, let's tighten this guy up. I don't fully tighten all the bolts. I want to put everything together and then I'll come back and tighten it further because you don't want to pull itself out of whack. And probably gonna get a different wrench too, so I don't mess up the paint on this inside lock nut. Crescent wrench is pretty big, but you can get a lot of leverage with the crescent wrench. Make it really tight. Okay, and I'll do the other side. Yeah, I think next Monday or Tuesday is Boston Marathon. I'm seeing a lot of people talking about that. Citius Mag and all the Let'sRun.com, which cover road running, that's all they've been talking about. Kipchoge's coming, and of course he's going to win. But my question is, when is the American men are going to speed up and break some of the old records that have been in place for a long time? I mean, Ryan Hall set the record for the American man a long time ago, 15, 20 years ago, at 2:04, and nobody's gotten close to it. I think the top American men, like with Nasleek, they're running 2:08, 2:09. Even with these new carbon shoes, I don't get it. They should be breaking records with these new carbon shoes, but they're not. The Africans are, but Americans are not. Going the wrong way there. Okay, let's get that guy straight. There we go. Just tightening them up a little bit more. Okay. Let's see what it says to do next. Hope everybody's doing well. I'm taking a hit of coffee. Yeah, it's a new trap bar. I'm excited. I also got a new Macebell, which is basically a steel pole with a big 25-pound ball on the end. I'm going to open that too. It's my first one. Let's see. So I got the main stuff put together. Okay, now we put the steel bars on, the Olympic bars on that actually hold the weight. Let's see those caps for the end. Oh, maybe they're in already. Oh yeah, they're in already. Instructions is a little bit wrong. It says you need to install the caps, but the caps are installed already. They need to update that. All right, so now we're going to use number 5 bolts. Basically, it's the same kind of assembly, same pattern, but just using number 5 bolts. All right. Yeah, Misty, I remember you were sick. I hope you're feeling better. Just remember that. All right. So same thing. So you need to use the number 5 bolts, washer, feed it through, and then what you're going to do is put another washer on it. So I'm going to feed both bolts through first. Get this going. Come on, guy. That's why it's always good not to completely tighten the bolts, because you need to adjust things to try to get things through. Okay, I don't want to go through. Let me adjust this a little bit. No, it's even. I just didn't get it right in there. Hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama. Hey, thanks for joining. Just putting together some new equipment for the gym. Hope you're doing well. I've been enjoying your surveys you've been putting on YouTube. There we go. There goes the first bolt. Now I gotta put the second one in. Yeah, it's a nice Friday in Texas. It's cloudy, so it's not too hot. Might rain a little bit. At least that's what they say. They always say it's going to rain, and it doesn't. Well, this other bolt don't want to go in now. I'm gonna try to even it up a little bit. There we go. Bingo. Come on. What I need to do is hit it a little bit. It always works. There we go. Then you want to put another washer on each one, then you put the lock nut on. Where did my lock nuts go? There you go. Get up a little bit. I can't see the chat so well. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. Yeah, those surveys are pretty good. Hey, Eric, thanks for joining. Yeah, putting together a new trap bar. Yeah, not my favorite thing to do either. Makes you think. It makes me also think a little bit more clear though when I'm putting together live on YouTube. Because if I'm listening to music or something, I might start daydreaming, put something together completely wrong. But I'm excited about having a new trap bar. I've been wanting one for a long time. They had a real good price on Amazon, so ended up getting one. All right, so I got that bolt in there. So I'm just putting on the Olympic bars right now. Move this guy around a little bit, and then hold it in place. Yeah, it's the same side. So these bolts are, the head of these bolts are also 17 millimeters. What this will do is it fills in the second bolt. I mean the second hole, eyelet hole on the bracket, so it makes it level with the frame. So once I get these tightened up, I'll basically have all the bolts on one side. What I'm gonna do now, I'm just tightening them about 80%, and then I'm gonna do the other side. Yeah, I was saying earlier, I got this new trap bar, and I also got a new Macebell. A Macebell is basically a steel rod with like a dumbbell weight on the end. Kind of looks like something out of the Roman ages. And I got a 25-pound Macebell. I'll show everybody how that. I'll show that thing next. If I get this guy together. So we got one side together now. Yeah, wish everybody a great weekend. Thanks again, Eric, for joining. We got Sam was in Oklahoma, and then I think Macebell was in Indonesia. I think Eric's up in the Northeast. And Frugal Mama, I think she's in Georgia. Misty's in Houston. We got all kinds of places represented today. All right, I'm gonna put the other side on now. This is basically what I'm installing. I'm installing the Olympic bar section. This guy's coming together nice, not too difficult. I'm starting to sweat a little bit. I'm wearing cotton today. I usually never wear cotton. My gym's about 77 degrees right now. So it's not that hot, but it's just humid because it looks like it's about to rain outside. All right. So what we're gonna do, let's put this other side on. So, like I said, the number 5 bolt. Then you put a washer on each, on it, and then once you feed it through, you put another washer and then a lock nut. Not too difficult. Now, the hardest part is just making sure you got everything lined up. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna cheat on this one. I'm gonna pick it up, so it's gonna be easier to line it up. First one was harder. I can see the holes now. So feed that guy through there. Now I need my other bolt. Should have grabbed that before I picked it up. There we go. Feed that guy through there. All right. We're in action now. So now what I need to do is reach to the other side and put a washer and lock nut on each side. While this thing stays in place. So you can kind of push on the bolt with your, this is working out pretty well. So when you put on the second Olympic bar, if you don't have a second person helping you, just pull up the assembly and put it on from in the vertical profile. And you just reach around, put the second washer and nut on, just like that. Okay. So now what I'm gonna do is put it down and we can tighten it up. Actually, I'm tighten up the whole thing now. So if you just joined me, I'm putting together a Olympic, it's a Cap brand. I've got some other things made by Cap. It's a Cap brand Olympic Trap and Shrug bar. You can also do deadlifts with this thing, but working your quads and your glutes is great with this thing. And I just like to do deadlifts and work my traps and stuff, but I'm doing long distance running. Has some benefit for me, but if you're doing short distance running, like on the track, 5K, this thing has a lot of benefit for you. They say that deadlifting with this bar has a direct benefit to a 40-yard dash. So really good for you. Bodybuilders use it as well. So what I'm doing right now is I got everything together. I'm just tightening all the bolts. I had everything tightened about 70%. So tightening 100% now. Okay, that's one bar. Let's do the other side again. Let's be tight. He's got all of them 100% now. How's that? Tighten these outside bolts now. Basically, I'm using a 17mm wrench for the head of the bolt, and I'm just using a crescent wrench for tightening it up. I like the crescent wrench. You got to make sure you got it tight on the nut, but crescent wrench is great because you can get more leverage. You can make the thing really tight, but you don't want to do too tight where you break the bolt. So we're almost done with this one side, this left side. Okay. There we go. There's one side. Take a minute to get a coffee. Hope everybody's doing great. It's lunchtime in Texas. I was talking earlier, I plan to do like a, I don't know, 5 or 6 hour workout tomorrow night. So please join me if you're free. You can work out with me. If you're doing a workout in your gym, let me know. I can send you a link and we can all work out together live on video. I've done a few of those in the past, but I like to do those where I send you a link and then both of us are working out live. That'd be fun. Just tighten up everything. Yeah, that's it. I was checking the instructions to make sure I wasn't missing anything. What I'm doing is I'm tightening the inside bolts first on the Olympic bar, and then I'm fully tightening the outside bolts, which are on the supporting brackets. So this bar by Cap is the brand, will hold 500 pounds, which is more than enough for me. So let's tighten this up 100%. Almost done. I'm going to put some weight on here and try this guy out. Last bolt. There we go. All right. This thing looks pretty good. Black powder coated, all steel. I got a really good deal on this thing. These things are regularly around $100. I mean, it's a steel. You know, the brand's not real expensive, but I only paid $50 for this trap bar. So I thought it was a really good deal. I wanted to get a welded Titan bar, but they're like $150. You know, I really don't need a welded bar. I'm just not lifting that heavy. I think this thing is well made after putting it together. Pretty happy with it so far. Well, let's put some weight on it. Put my tools away, my knife away. Hope my weights fit on it. Can always get different ones if I have to. But, try my bumper plates on there. Yep, it's on there snug actually. That's good. So just putting 15 on there right now. Just try it out. Move my big plates out of the way. Yeah, this one fits good too. Actually fits better than my Titan bar, which is more expensive. Let's see if it fits my if my expensive collars work on this thing. These are the ones I like the most. I've got 2 pair of these. These are $75 collars. These are really nice. I use them for my axle bar. Basically, they're made by Gopher Performance. They're made out of plastic, but they're really good. Yep. My Titan bar won't use these. I had to buy some spring ones. So that's nice. So my Gopher Performance collars work on this thing. That's great because I have 2 sets of them. So let's test it out. Put on my belt. I don't need it, but look more official when I have my weightlifting belt on. I'll need it anyways when I start playing with my Macebell. So, oh yeah, that's nice. So basically, we can use it for deadlifts. It's like this. This is great for runners. It's better than a regular deadlift. For runners, I should say. That's nice. And then for traps, just lean over like this. You can bring it up like this. Let's go like this. That's nice. I like it. They did a good job on the welding because sometimes when you get a steel bar, they have a rough section. These are real smooth. So I wear gloves when I lift. I don't have them on right now, but these were done really nice. So nothing to cut you. Oh, I should have put away my knife. Now I gotta take out my Macebell. Oh, okay. Have a good trip, Sam. See you back in Arkansas. So I'm gonna pull this guy out. Now, this one's made by Revolve. Macebell just came out recently. You know, they have weighted clubs, and then they have what they call Macebell. So Macebell, I'm fixing to show you, but basically is a steel bar with a ball welded on the end of it. And you can do all kinds of shoulder workouts and stuff. I still need to study a little bit about myself, but I needed to get one first. I got the 25-pound one. After carrying this box around, I'm starting to think maybe I got one a little bit too heavy, but I'll just have to get stronger. I didn't want to get. I do that sometimes. I get some weights that are just too light, and then I grow out of them too fast. So I started buying stuff that's a little bit too heavy. Of course, my son, my daughter, and my wife can use them as well. But anyways, I started getting stuff that's. I shouldn't have put my knife away. Got more packaging inside here. Well, if you're just joining, thanks for joining. Happy Friday to everyone. I just put together an Olympic Trap bar, and now I'm pulling out my new Macebell. You're probably wondering, what is a Macebell? Not many people know what they are. It's kind of a new lifting item. Made famous by Jocko Wolnick, which is a Navy SEAL, and some other fitness influencers. Some people use the club, which is very similar, and then they have the Macebell. But you can do all kinds of shoulder movements and a great upper body workout. So I plan to use it in my gym. Put my knife down. Let's get this guy out of here. And there we go. Man, that's one heck of a club. It's not a club, it's a Macebell, but it kind of looks like a club. Definitely something like you would see in the Roman Empire. You know, back then when they had the rocks on the end of sticks and stuff they used to work out. They did a good job on the packaging. This guy cost me about $70. Not too bad. It was on sale too. Got it on Amazon. Amazon really the best place to buy weights these days. even better than buying the stuff direct sometimes, with exception. Like my new spinning bike was cheaper at Academy than it was on Amazon. But weights, I mean, like Titan, you can buy Titan weights on Amazon, or you can buy them directly from Titan. And I found that on Amazon, they're usually cheaper. All of my kettlebells I bought from Amazon too. They have a generic brand on there that's a really good price. That they're really happy with. Like I said, their finish is really good. I have some more expensive kettlebells that you can feel the well. It troubles me unless I have gloves on. I have a generic brand that I buy that's very smooth. Really happy with it. Okay. That's really important, especially if you're lifting a lot. If you have gloves on, it's not as big of an issue, but I prefer to have a better quality. So what I'm doing right now is I'm unwrapping my new Macebell. Got a 25-pound Macebell. I'm really surprised how long it is. I thought it was shorter. I'm gonna have to be careful swinging this thing around. I may need to work out with it. No, I can work out with it in here. Just have to be careful not to crash something. There we go. Well, they did a good job painting it too. It's got, well, it's called Retrospec. Okay, the brand is Retrospec. I need to change that on my description. I thought it was called Revolve. Yeah, see there it says 25-pound Macebell. So basically, what you do, there's all kinds of workouts you can do with this thing. You can spin it around. It's supposed to be able to hold it in. I think it's too heavy for me to hold it in yet. Oh, that's going to be good for the shoulder. Because I have had some rotator cuff issues in the past. But those are my new toys. So I got a cap, Olympic Trap Shrug bar, and I've got this new Macebell. Pretty excited about it. New toys to use in my workouts. But wish everybody a great weekend. I plan to have a long workout tomorrow night, probably starting around 7 or 8 o'clock, and go for as long as I feel like it. Probably 4 or 5 hours or longer. Anyways, have a great weekend. And if you have any questions about these items, let me know in the comments. But signing off for now. Have a great weekend. Bye. Put my stuff down.